Look at the Arabization theory. What is the Arabization theory? The Arabization theory is the theory where the Indians, which are the Americans, the people of North America and South America, ladies and gentlemen, it's very much important to remember that North America is the land of the Negroids. The Greeks are Negroids, so they look like the Bantu. The Greeks look alike to the Jews. Let me teach you something. And that's why the Greeks are called Jewish people, because they look like the Jews. Now, the Arabization of Africans is a theory whereby now the elite class of the Africans, or the so-called the ruling class, embarks on a journey to become Anatolic, but they do this through the ethnic cleansing of the Etruscans, who are Anatolic. They are Anatolish, the ethnically cleansed white race of modern Europe, which is ancient Etrusca, where Terracans, Caucasians, the original Caucasian. Remember that the Latino is a Caucasoid Indian. So North America is Negroid Indian, meaning the people of North America looks like the people of Tuka, Lekebulan of Melchizedek. These guys. The only difference in antiquity, they used to know their hair grows in locks as long dreads, whereas the hair of the Bantu doesn't do that. But when you looked at them facially, they had no beards, just like the Jews of El Kibula. But they had long, dread-locked hair. And they were called the Greeks, or the Negroid Indian, or simply called Hebrewish, or Jewish, because the Bantus are the Jews, they are the Hebrews, the original people. Now, when the Arabization of Africa took place, it was roughly around 1,800 years ago, when they embarked on the Arabization of Africa. It's when they were waging a war against Asia after annexing El Kibulan with the Asians. They decided to preemptively attack, especially Teresia, which was the headquarters of their Bobo Dielazo hegemony, which included the Asians and the Africans. So the Africans toppled the Roman Empire to concoct the Emperor Empire, which is the African Empire, or the Empire. So when that happened, they embarked on a concept called Arabization of the elite class of the Africans. What does that mean? Because they had captured the Etrusca of the Caucasians, the Romans, they thought to grape on a massive scale the nations of the North Americans into becoming Caucasoid, so that they resemble their Anatolian brothers, which are the South Americans, the Latino, in order to come up with this Arab being Ishmael. Remember, family, that the Arabs are not Ishmaelite. And Ishmaelite, it does not mean ethnicity. It's more to do with the look. The Ishmaelite or Ishmael, it's a Hebrew word of saying one is Jewish. The name Ishmael and Jewish is the same thing, because Aish is Adam. Adam is a Hebrew, is the Bantu. So when you are Ishmael, it means you are Ish by the mother. And when you are Ishrael, you are Ish by the father. So the only people that are Ish by the father on this planet that we live in, which is Nachas, are the Hebrews, the Bantus. So these guys are called only when you are Indian and you look like this, you are then legally and linguistically legally supposed to be called Ishmael. You cannot look like this and call yourself Ishmael, or look anything in this sense and then call yourself Ishmael. And another thing that I want to teach you with ethnicity and cultures and origin, ladies and gentlemen, this that the Arabs were, I don't even care what you call it, because everything is concoction of delusionalism that you people are saying in this world. This is a cross. It's a check. It's the same Scottish thing, the same Scottish, what you call a check cloth of the Africans. There's nothing special. And after all, not all of South America, not all of the Latino people are Arab. The only people that are legally supposed to be called Arabs in South America are your Chileans, the Lubas, because the name Arab comes from the name Uruba or Yoruba or Uluba, Luba, they are Luba, Kaluba, Koloba. Those are the Arabs. Now they are Anatolian or Notolia or Notufian by looks, but they are still Africans. Now, that's why we call it the Arabization formula or theory, because it's whereby the minions, the North Americans, the Jewish, changes their identity to look John Cookish of the 16th century in order to align themselves with their Natufian brothers in the Arabization formula, where they will then turn the Jewish identity into a Caucasoid identity, because they have transitioned from being Jewish by looking like the Bantus to becoming Caucasoid Jewish people, because they are Caucasoid Jewish people. And then they come here, when they get here, putting back their Greek hat, because they are Greeks anyway, they are African. The word Greek means a North American, Indian, or an African. And then what happened is that they now saw that with this Arabization, because this whole thing is it's delusionalism. Now with this Chileanism, because Arabization is Chilubanism, because the word Arab comes from the word Chiluba, Chile. Now all of a sudden, after they ethnically cleansed the Terracans, it feels right for them to call themselves Jews now, because they've also ethnically twisted the identity of the Bantus by assimilating a large population of the black race into Tuca, raped the women of the Tucans, changed things and identity of the Tucans, and remove their identity Israel from Tuga, Jerusalem from Tuga, Zion from Tuga, and call Tuga Africa after the identity of this people, since they have assimilated these people into Tuga. They saw it fit now with the alignment of this Arabization of North America to legally call themselves Jews. This is a whole thing called Arabization, because Arabs also saw it fit, because they come from the deserts of Chile and Australia. They saw it fit to actually align themselves with the northern part of Turania, since, well, it's a vast desert. They thought that it's a destiny that it be called Arabia, as it is associated with Arabs. But it's all Arabization formula. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Ventuca of all Ventucas, the real motto of El Kibulan, of the rightful ruler, Melchizedek, of all humanity. I would love to say, see me when I see you.